guys, so I had someone ask me a question about some of their additional supplies needed on their additional supplies list. I thought that would be a really good opportunity to kind of come out with a video to go over some of my tips and tricks with some of my additional supplies, and to kind of explain what some of the supplies are, as well as things that you can use for them. So where you're not having to spend additional money on kits or things that you might need for the kits. The first thing that you will need first is the kit itself, obviously. The supplies that are included are the needles, floss, sequins and beads, numbered felt pieces, and the instructions. You guys obviously already know that. The additional supplies needed are sharp pointed fabric scissors, which you guys have seen my Fisker scissors that I've used in the previous videos. I will link that down below. I use a small set that has a spring in it. It does help take a lot of the resistance off of my hands, but you can get larger pairs, you can get smaller pairs. Fiskers are just a lot of what the Bucilla people use. Polyester fiber fill, you can get this at any craft store. The same with the Fisker scissors. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Hobby Lobby, Amazon. I got my polyester fiber fill on Amazon. I actually got a 5-pound box. It's ginormous. It'll probably take me about 2 years to go through. You do not need that much if you're only doing 1 or 2 kits. You only need a small bag, which you can find at Walmart. Paper plates for sequins and beads. You can use bowls. I use small dipping dishes sometimes. I also have these. This really helps me. It actually has a locking system on it, which is great. I have toddlers, so this is great. You actually cannot open them unless you have this little locking mechanism down here, push down. So this is great for me. I actually have a larger kit, or a larger section as well, right here, that I keep all my beads in. They come out in smaller ones. It's really what suits your fancy. But this is great for large quantities. And then this is really good if you're trying to just make sure that it's locked. Ruler, I've never used a ruler, but it is good for you to kind of have with you. This is usually to make any of your cording, because sometimes it will say that you need 2 inches of cording, 4 inches of cording, etc. I normally eyeball it because normally I will make it longer or shorter than it says to make, but I don't use it. It's usually completely up to you. Straight pins, I have a million of them. They are essential to have. I never used them in the beginning, and then kind of as I got more serious about doing these kits and I did them a lot more, I use them every single kit that I do. It's very important that you have at least, I would say, 6 to have with you. And you can also count your embroidery and beading needles, those two. Tracing paper. So tracing paper can be really expensive and it's very thick. A lot of people that do Bucilla kits will go to the dollar store and get regular tissue paper. We use this for tracing, especially like embroidery lines and stuff when you're putting names on. We'll draw it straight on the tracing paper, which you can view in another tutorial video of mine. And we actually stitch straight through the paper. And the paper tears off really easy. Tracing paper, it's super thick, it's super heavy, it's a lot harder to tear off, it's a lot harder to sew through, and it's a lot more expensive. So, and my suggestion, go to the dollar store, and plus you get 1,000 sheets of it. It will last you forever. Dollar store tissue paper will be great. White Chanel sticks, this is basically just to help you with stuffing. I use the tips of my Fisker scissors. My sister uses chopsticks. And I know people that use crochet hooks. Really, if it's long and super skinny and can help you poke down your stuffing, you should be okay. Blush. Blush is one of those totally optional things that can be used on cheeks. Obviously, mostly snowmen, Santas. This is the Alice in Wonderland kit, which we use the blush on Alice's cheeks. Like I said, it's completely optional. You don't have to have it with the blush. I usually use Q-tips. So it's kind of an additional supply as well. Poster board, do not buy poster board. You do not need to buy poster board. When you buy the kits, it will come this on the front, and then it will come with this piece of board underneath this, and that's just to kind of like keep the kit secure, and then your instructions will be under here. Every single one of us crafters use this poster board. I save them. I have like 5 that I normally save from my other kits to have backups. And I will just use these. I do not buy poster board. You really don't need to. It's one of those items that you don't have to spend money on. Another item that I like to have is a pen. Bucilla just started doing these where they actually started putting these awesome little boxes right here where you can actually like check off your instructions as you're going down. But pens are great. You can use them, or pencils. You can use them for your stuffing. You can use them to make your notes where you've stopped, any changes that you've made, anything like that. If you've run out of something, a pen is a great thing to have. So that's just kind of like an essential thing that you're going to want to definitely keep at least in your bag with you at all times when you're kind of doing one of these kits. I have a little bucket that I keep all of my stuff in, and I always have a pen floating around in there or a pencil. So definitely make sure that you check your additional supplies needed before you start your kit, and you keep going into the kit itself. If you guys have any other questions, definitely let me know. I know that the additional supplies needed are going to be different on each kit, but this is just with the Alice in Wonderland. And then next video, I'm hoping I'm going to do a short one on the stuff that I use that has really helped me out as I've started making my kits, and kind of talk to other people that have made Bucilla and their items that they use, and show you kind of what's in our essential bag and additional supplies, maybe not needed but wanted. So definitely keep an eye out for that, and we will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Bye.